Hi, welcome from Los Angeles. Actually, I'm in Cypress, California, which is just outside of Los Angeles. So today I want to talk a little bit about your circadian rhythm and sleep and how important and vital that is to your singing voice. So I am jet lagged and it's only 3 hours. But jet lag is brutal, and it becomes more brutal the more you age. Yay, age. And of course, it's not been difficult like it would be if I were in Europe. That is especially brutal, but I have had some problems. So there's a 3-hour difference, right? When I don't sleep, my voice, especially the middle part of my voice, just does not want to work. And then if I try to sing, it tires really easily. If you've flown, then you know staying hydrated on an airplane is next to impossible unless you want to be up in the bathroom all the time. So it's super tough and can really make singing hard. My husband has a saying that when he flies, he's in the city that he's come to, but his voice is still home. And it'll catch up in a couple of days. And that's especially true if you're in Europe. Like, it's an hour a day usually to take you a little bit of time to get used to the new time change. So if you're 7 hours difference, it takes 7 days. I am 3 hours different, so it takes 3 days. And so I try to give myself 3 days before I have to sing. And came out, had a series of rehearsals and stuff, but that first day of rehearsing was tough. The voice just kind of didn't really want to participate. And part of it is because my body thinks it's lacking sleep. I'm on a totally different sleep schedule. So the thing about that is we have a circadian rhythm, and if you don't know anything about that and you haven't looked it up, please Google it, read about it, but I'll give you the short version. The short version is that your body has a rhythm. It's, at sundown, your body prepares to go to sleep. At sunup, your body prepares to wake up. And everybody basically has that as their circadian rhythm, except we screw around with it, and it can get really messed up. And when it gets really messed up, people begin to not function cognitively. They feel really tired. Maybe their immune system breaks down, but it can cause a domino effect of problems. So I try to keep to a very specific schedule about sleep so that I have less circadian rhythm issues. It's really important that you have a nighttime routine and a morning routine, and that you do the same every day, even on the weekends. Really and truly, to sleep in on a weekend will totally screw up your rhythm. So it's not wise. And I mean, I get it, because I certainly do love to sleep in on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. But at the same time, if you can maybe choose to do something else and stay in bed, like maybe read or watch Netflix or whatever, and that makes you feel a little more like you've slept in, then that's the thing to do, as opposed to forcing the body to sleep past when it's done sleeping. Most people can get away with 8 or less hours of sleep. And the older you get, the less sleep you are able to enjoy. Another great thing about being older, not if you love sleep. I have always been like a champion sleeper. You could say, hey, we're going in a car, blah, 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 and I'd get in the back seat and out. Or get on a plane, I'm out. On a bus, I'm out. I can find a way to sleep. And I have pretty good sleep habits. But in grad school, they got really screwed up. And like I said, when I have jet lag. So take, for instance, this trip. Every morning, 5 a.m. here, I'm wide awake. Why? Because my circadian rhythm is still in Virginia, and it's 8 o'clock, and that's normally when I wake up. So I've had a hard time because I don't want to get up and wake up the people whose home I'm a guest in at 5 a.m. So, got some stuff done, did some stuff on the computer, blah, blah, blah. The next day it was like 5:30. Today it was 5:45. So I mean, it is catching up, but at the same time, it's pretty brutal. So, and they go to bed here pretty early, which has been great because they go to bed at 9:30. That's 12:30 for me, and that's usually my bedtime. So I'm ready to go to bed when they are. It's totally fine. So let's talk about ways that you can hack your sleep. Number one, see these little glasses I have on? These are blue light blocking. They have a little yellow tint to them. I really want to get something a little bit more tinted, a little stronger, because this will really help save your sleep. So one of the things that you might consider doing is turning on that blue light blocking setting on your phone, on all your Mac, iOS devices, iPad, iPhone, even your computer. Have a setting that at sundown, it becomes warmer, blocks some blue light, and then at sunup, the blue light comes back on. You want to sleep with some light blocking curtains. You want to be sure that you get a little bit of magnesium maybe before you go to bed, like take a bath in some magnesium sulfate or some Epsom salts, especially if you're having a hard time sleeping. And we do know that Americans are very devoid of vitamin D, and magnesium. So maybe you want to take a magnesium supplement close to bedtime. That will help you sleep. If you are a person who has a disrupting sleep problems when you have alcohol, then by all means, get off the alcohol. But vitamin D is really important too. That release of melanin that happens when you have a good source of vitamin D, i.e. the sun, really makes a difference in the way that you sleep, and it helps with the circadian rhythm. So one of the things I like to do is, if it's a sunny day, and it has been every day here in California, yay, is try to get up, take a walk. I don't wear sunscreen for that little bit of time. And I try to get 20 minutes of sun. Because think of it as your body's way of doing exactly what a plant does with photosynthesis. You can't add drops of photosynthesis to a plant and put it in the dark. It just won't function. It doesn't do its cellular activity it needs to do. And your body is desperate for vitamin D in order to do what it needs to do on a cellular level. So taking a vitamin D supplement is great if you live in a really dark climate during the winter months. It's helpful, but it's not as helpful as getting like a light that will help create melanin, or even better, getting out in the sun and just 20 minutes a day. Then put your sunscreen on, ladies, afterwards. But 20 minutes a day, either on your hands or maybe expose your ankles if you don't want it on your face. And I mean, I totally get that. But at the same time, nothing makes vitamin D like the body's own natural way. It's the best way to be full of vitamin D. So every day that I've been here, I've been taking nice, long, 20-minute walks in the morning without any sunscreen on. And I haven't had sunburn or anything like that. So try to do that every day. Also, watching the kinds of foods that you eat. Stay away from caffeine, stay away from caffeinated tea, stay away from dark chocolate, things that contain pop. You should not be on pop anyway, but that's another podcast. Those things also dry out the voice, right? The voice gets dry from those things, and then you have to really hydrate. Hydrating is important to sleep. The body will wake you up for sure. Of course, it'll wake you up when you need to pee too, but that's better than being awakened because you are parched and really need to have a drink. Getting over jet lag, one of the best ways to do that is to just go all out on the hydration as soon as you land. Buy a great big bottle of water, drink it. I like to carry with me some little minerals that you just put in your water. Trace minerals, and I carry a little bottle about like this with me when I travel, and I put it in my water, 10 little drops, and I get all the things that I need. I get some magnesium, I get some potassium, I get some boron, I get anyway, you get the idea. A little bit of iodine, lots of trace minerals in the water, and that way I don't pee my water out as often. When you hydrate and you drink tap water and it's chlorinated and it has fluoride and all the things, you know, and not to mention pesticides and other stuff, or you drink water that's been distilled, or those bottles of purified water that don't have any kind of electrolytes in them, the body doesn't really use that water. I mean, yeah, it can help you get a little bit of delivery to the cells, but not to the degree that having some minerals and some electrolytes in that water makes. So the body realizes that this water is not going to help it with cellular function. It sends you to the bathroom a lot. When I use water with trace minerals in it, I don't go to the bathroom as often. My body is using it. It's using it for cellular and metabolic activity. So get some trace minerals when you travel. Put it in your water as soon as you get off that plane. Hydrate, 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 hydrate. Try to go to sleep on their time. If you wake up, get up early, do whatever you need to do, get some sun. Those kinds of things will help you with jet lag and also help you figure out how to set your circadian rhythm when you're traveling. And as I said, singing is tough, but as soon as you get there, warm up, warm up, warm up. Use something like singing straws or some sort of a straw. And then if your voice starts to feel tired, stop. Don't keep pushing. Don't go, I'm going to push through it. Don't do that, because the next day it'll be even more difficult. Try to sing a little longer the next day. And then the next day, try to sing a little longer. And that has helped me immensely since I've been here at the concerts tonight. So, and I feel good and I feel rested. And I despite the fact that I don't have on any makeup today, I feel rested and I feel really good vocally. Had a good rehearsal yesterday, and all because I've done things that will help me and help you hack your voice. And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to learn all the things and help you hack your way to great singing. Enjoy. Sing a lot.